Scottish football weekend without the Old Firm. In fact, Scottish football without the big two clubs in Edinburgh as well. It was a weird weekend of action in the Spfl. And we're here to cover it all, from League 2 to League 1 to the Championship and then to the Premiership that didn't feel so premier without four of the Big Five.
That's pretty much it. And Aberdeen haven't really been feeling like the Big Five recently.
No, they haven't. I mean, this was like a sneak peek of what would happen if both Old Firm clubs went to England and the Edinburgh clubs just like died of liquidation or something.
Yeah, would the Edinburgh clubs not get in a fight?
Well, no, they die. They both go into liquidation. So I mean, could you imagine? This is what Scottish football would be like. Imagine this every week. Nae Celtic, nae Rangers, nae Hibs, nae Hearts.
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Well, that's not how I
would be deed, I'm joking.
That's not how I would describe it. But
look at that.
Before we go on to League 2, I want to give a big shout out to Ange Postecoglou and his Celtic side for winning the Scottish League Cup today. 3 titles out of 4. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, if you want my thoughts on that, check out the review, because this is supposed to be a SPFL review show.
Yeah, I know, but it's not every day a Scottish trophy's handed out. So I thought
it wasn't today. It was yesterday. By the time this gets uploaded. So
fair enough.
Fair play to Ange, right? I'm not here to slabber. He may be a fat, greasy bastard, but he won the trophies, damn it. So anyway, into League 2. Let's go.
Albion Rovers lost to Annan Athletic. It was 2-0 to Annan, with Bonnyrigg Rose losing 1-0 to Stenhousemuir. Dumbarton, surprise result in my opinion, losing at home 2-1 against Elgin City. Forfar Athletic and Stirling Albion played out a 0-0 draw. And we had Stranraer 2-0 against East Fife. Look, we like Stranraer. Stranraer basically gets us away from this shithole known as Northern Ireland. Plus the Suns, Sam Crow themselves visited Stranraer one time. So you know what? I think Stranraer belong in the South Premiership. They're already in the pyramid. I think they belong. They might not be come the end of the season, but it was a big win for Stranraer. And
what's their stadium called? I can't remember. And this isn't me putting you under the microscope here. It's on the tip of my tongue. But
I just call it the P&O Docking Stadium.
Even though it's Kieran Ryan.
Is it Kieran Ryan? Ah, well.
I mean, I think we've already discussed this. It closed about fucking 15 years ago in Stranraer.
Ah, well.
You can get the train, right? But you can't get the boat. My point is, right? Stranraer Football Manager saved Diamante.
Oh, now you're talking.
They've got the Stena Line sponsor on their shirt.
But let's look at League 2. So that's a big win for Stranraer. And that's 2 wins in a row that has basically lifted them out of 9th place. So aye.
So Stranraer's actually pretty decent. You know, they've a Tesco in it.
Aye, big Stranraer.
Tesco Express. It's actually no bad.
Bonnyrigg Rose, thoughts on them? Oh, they're not down, they're not out. They've got a game in hand. I mean, they win that. They're right on the tail of Albion Rovers. You know what? Albion Rovers were always a shite side. They were always like propped up by East Stirling. And I feel like they've been wanting...
propped up?
I feel like... well, before relegation to the Highland and Lowland League, I mean, Albion Rovers were like the shitest team in the pyramid, bar East Stirling. But now East Stirling's gone. I feel like Albion Rovers have been a wee bit fortunate to avoid relegation over the years. Could this be the year they go down? I mean, you talk about Hibs being the Celtic B team. That makes Albion Rovers like the Celtic, what? D, E, F team?
Coatbridge.
Shitehole, as they would say in Stilgate.
Anyway, I mean, yeah. Who's winning this league?
I'm still going with Dumbarton, but 2 defeats in a row isn't good. And I think it's weird how there's like such a differential in the amount of games played. You've got Stirling Albion only played 23 games, yet some of the other teams have played 26.
That is bizarre.
It's not. I highly doubt Stirling Albion had a huge run in the Scottish Cup.
No, I doubt they did. But into League 1, in terms of predictions, I believe we actually pretty much hit the nail on the head with this.
Yep, Falkirk defeating Airdrieonians by 3-1. Alloa Athletic with a 1-0 win over Montrose. SC Edinburgh with a win over Clyde. Peterhead 1-1 against Kelty Hearts. And it's another defeat for Marvin Bartley's Queen of the South, losing to league leaders Dunfermline by 2-1 10-0.
Not really surprised about that. And yeah, Dunfermline cement their top place, 56 points for Falkirk's 51. Then there's a massive gap back. I mean, I believe the last time not so long ago, Urgy were in third, with an outside chance of winning the league, and that has died in the last 3 games. That's what it is, because they have lost, drawn, and lost. Peterhead look like they're going down. It's between them and Clyde for obvious reasons. I mean, who do you think will go down between those two?
I'd say Peterhead.
See, that's for Martin Bartley. He's lucky, like, because he can't finish any lower than 8th.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, he's no matter how bad he is till the end of the season, and it's not because he's going to pick up points. Oh, he might pick up points, but it doesn't matter.
Well, how many games have you been in charge?
But it's more based on the fact that there's just no way Clyde and Peterhead are going to all of a sudden find the sort of form that they would need to, bring that gap back. It's just not going to happen.
Exactly.
So yeah, Queen of the South are safe. Kelty Hearts, I think, will be happy with that, maintaining their League One status. In terms of the top of the table, I still think Falkirk could win it. I think they will push Dunfermline all the way.
Although Dunfermline only lost 1 game, that's quite big.
They do, but Dunfermline and Falkirk have still to play each other. And I don't know, I just think Falkirk are the better form side. Again, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I still think Falkirk have got a decent chance.
Into the Championship, 4 games, because on Friday, I think Raith Rovers drew with Ayr 0-0. Talkman 0-0s, or Roth drew 0-0 with Partick Thistle. Dundee drew 1 each with Inverness. Queen's Park look like I think they are going to win the league. They've beat Hamilton 4-1, and then Greenock Morton beat Cove Rangers. So if we look at the league,
I twirled my body route. No, let's go back to the results.
I've just talked about the results.
I know, but I want to give my 2 thoughts.
I will wait, give your 1, 2, go.
Dundee, pish result for them, wasn't it?
Well, that's what about Queen's Park?
Big result for Queen's Park. Let's look at the league table.
That was worth my while clicking off it. Like, wait, hold on here.
Queen's Park 4 points ahead, but Dundee have the game in hand, so Dundee can still bring it back to within a point. Greenock Morton and Ayr United also with games in hand. I mean, this could be a close title fight if they do get their act together. I mean, even Partick Thistle, you wouldn't rule Partick Thistle out of winning this league. They're only 10 points behind with a game in hand over Queen's Park.
You wouldn't rule Arbroath out either.
Alright, I think you would, man. Too fucking far.
That's plenty.
No, I would say I'd say Partick Thistle could still win this.
Yeah, I'd say so. But Greenock Morton, the form is in your hands.
I wonder who's going to get the playoff spots. I do not like the playoff system, by the way. I feel like I speak about this quite a lot, but for me, there's 4 teams that are in contention. Once the league season ends, you've got the 3 teams from the Championship and the team from the Premiership. In my opinion, it would be fair just to have 2 semi-finals. You could make it the 4th seed, whoever finishes 4th plays 11th in the Premier League, 2nd plays 3rd in the Championship, and then, the winner, the 2 winners face each other, and then the winner of that stays up.
Yeah, the way they do it's stupid.
So basically, it's like whoever finishes 3rd or 4th, for them to get promoted, they will need to play 6 games, 3 ties in total, and it's whoever finishes 11th will essentially only need to beat 1 team for the Championship. I just don't think it's fair. It's
I think
dumb.
The only way your way is unfair is the fact that the teams 2nd in the Championship
don't really get rewarded.
Yeah. But should the team 2nd in the Championship get more rewarded than the team that finished 11th in the Premiership? In my opinion, they should. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you want to just take away seeding, they could just have randomised the 4 teams and just put it into 2 semis, then a final. And I don't get the whole home and away tie. I would have the ties at Hampden.
Or you could just have 2 teams go up, 2 teams go down.
I mean, you could do that. I kind of like the way it is at the moment, though. I like the way it's just 1 and then the potential of another one.
Whoever finishes 3rd in the Championship gets a bye in the next round of the Premier Sports Cup.
But I do think they need to change it. It just doesn't really seem fair, in my opinion. It just doesn't seem fair, in my opinion, that the way it works. I'm just not for it.
It's like Arbroath last year. They finished 3rd, and they're expected to play 6 more games. Come on! They're the
They
math
finished
guys.
second, did they not?
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't.
I think they did. Anyway, let's move on.
Because it was Inverness against Kelly in the playoffs. Remember?
Aye, because Inverness beat Arbroath, you tool.
Yeah, which therefore they.
Aye, because Arbroath
they
finished
could-
second.
No,
Inverness beat the team in fourth place. Aye.
Did they?
Yes.
Who gives a fuck, man? It's all about Aberdeen beating
So
Liverpool.
technically Inverness had to play 6 games.
Well, Inverness did.
Aye, well they got close, didn't they?
Inverness, Caledonian and Thistle.
Well, yeah.
Right, anyway, right, -2 Aberdeen. That was hyped up throughout the week. We said it wouldn't happen. You said 1-0. I said 1-0. 1-0.
We on about Inverness played Kelly. Kelly won the league. They went up automatically.
Yeah, I know, I was talking shite.
Exactly. Shut your mouth. Rangers fans don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, let's move on to the Premiership.
Aye.
There's no Rangers here.
Where's Aberdeen, mate? Point to it, I'm at, would you? Where is Aberdeen? Hit me with.
It's not in the top 6, that's for sure. Well, actually, they might be after this
You
result.
just fucking buried them.
It's a win for Aberdeen.
I think
They-
they are in the top 6,
I
but
think they might be.
that line was that good.
They defeated Livingston by 1-0. Yeah, like normally Aberdeen are like north of Scotland, but when you're judging it on the Scottish Premiership, they're definitely south. Like,
They're north of Scotland.
Aye.
They're north of Scotland.
No,
or
they're in the north of Scotland.
Are they?
But when you're based
But
on
they're not in the Highlands, mate.
but when you're based not in the Cinch Premiership, they're in the lower leagues, the lower half, lower. So are you telling me you would consider Aberdeen lowland?
No, it's different.
That's not different. Aberdeen are they Highland or lowland?
But
That-
see,
I know a person that supports Aberdeen in work, and they refer to me as a lowlander.
That's why.
Aye, because Aberdeen's
No, right.
and
but-
Aberdeen's in the Highlands, not the Highlands, but it's in the higher part.
Right, no, but this is where I'm going to wreck you here, right?
No, if Aberdeen,
There's going to be 4 more fucking teams in the Lowland League.
if Aberdeen got relegated for League 2, what league would they join?
I think it would be the Lowland League.
Oh, fuck, what?
Oh, no, I mean, no.
The Lowland.
No, it'd be the Highland League.
Hold on, never claim you're good at geography again,
I'm the
mate.
fucking man at geography.
Anyway,
Point the Ukraine on a map.
speaking of the man, Davy Martindale, we'll give him a lot of credit. Let's put him under the microscope now. And not because
man.
Not because he's done. By the way, Davy Martindale survived a bomb scare this weekend as he was in the American embassy trying to get a passport. I don't know if he's been getting a job offer in the MLS, but he's attempting to escape Edinburgh, aka Livingston. So yeah, I don't know what's happening.
You're on about the Edinburgh Cubs going to liquidation. Is that Livy fucked?
So yep,
Livy entered liquidation in '95 when they got fined. It fuck's sake. Come on.
1 year after Celtic died. Anyway,
Pacific Shelf.
I think we need to point out the fact that Davy Martindale's Livingston have went off the boil lately. The form's no good for them.
No, they haven't.
So
3rd place was up for grabs, and the arses went.
now they could find themselves falling out of the top 6. Kilmarnock won, Motherwell won.
You loved this one.
Waiting on Kelly for over £300, and it's Callum Slattery of all. I mean, I'm listening to it on the radio, and they say, "Oh, Callum Slattery, what a free kick!" And then my mind's racing to try and remember who Callum Slattery plays for, and then they name the goalkeeper, and I'm thinking, "Fuck, I think he plays for Kilmarnock." And then yeah, it's confirmed, and it's like, "Oh, you dirty stinking bastard!" So Stuart Kettlewell, 3 games into his.
See, I knew he played for Motherwell. So I watched Hearts Motherwell the other week.
Yeah, I know Slattery does play for Motherwell, but it was like, my mind was racing to quickly process who was.
Nah, well, if you were the real Hearts fan, you'd have watched the Hearts Motherwell game and you'd have knew he put in a man of the
Look,
match
I know
performance.
Callum Slattery. Look, I considered signing him on FIFA. Anyway, point being, that's Stuart Kettlewell, 3 games in charge, unbeaten, 7 points out of 9. Can't ask for much more than that.
You can't. That's why he got the job.
Ross County
Talk about
4,
jobs.
Dundee United 0. Can confirm that Liam Fox is no longer with us. He's no deed. He's just been sacked.
May as well be dead though.
Well, Dundee United could be dead if they go down. By the way, the chairman of Dundee United turned around and says it doesn't matter if Dundee United go down this season because they'll just come straight back up. Thoughts on that?
Fucking retarded statement.
The fans weren't happy. The fans actually they arranged some sort of protest at the game. It's almost like they knew they were going to get beat, and a lot of them had to be escorted away from the police. Not too sure if there was any arrests.
Did they go to the game or just Tannadice?
No, the game.
Dingwall. Dingwall.
But yeah, there was a larger amount of police presence in Dingwall than usual because they got tipped off that Dundee United fans were ready to start And they did, and then a lot of them got escorted out the building or the arena or the stadium, whatever. So, yeah, I don't think the Dundee fans are happy with Liam Fox. He's gone now. I don't think they're happy with the chairman. To me, that's a ludicrous statement to make. I mean, even if that is the case, and they would come straight back up, a year down in the championship is automatically going to make your team weaker. You're going to lose your best players. You're not going to keep the likes of Dylan Levitt and Stephen Fletcher.
I wonder when I said pumped them 7-0, did he say I will be back in Europe next
year? No, but I mean, for me, that's a ridiculous statement. No team is going to get stronger for having a year in the second tier.
Yeah, it's
fucking. So even if his point that Dundee United would come straight back up, right? From a squad standpoint, your squad's going to get weaker. You're going to lose it on finances for a year in the championship. That is, to me, that's borderline.
Yeah. See the way they're playing? Would they come straight back up?
Well, I don't know, because I mean, a lot of people I think a lot of people would have maybe thought, yeah, Dundee will come straight back up. That's not been the case. Championship has been a highly contested league. Yeah, you can maybe look at the Dundee United squad currently and go, yeah, with the right manager in that squad, they'll go straight back up. Thing is, are they going to have that squad?
No.
Do they keep Stephen Fletcher?
No
Do they keep Mulgrew? Do they have all those guys?
Besic, fuck, if internationals in that team.
Do they keep Birighetti? Maybe if they go to League 2, he can stay. That's his level. But nah, I mean, my point is, no team wants to go down, right? I mean, you could have said the same about Hearts, right? The year Hearts went down, the COVID season, screwed, shafted. Could have said that, doesn't matter, Hearts will go straight back. I mean, don't get me wrong, it kind of worked out well for us because we got Robbie Nielsen, but I mean, you never want to go down. It's absolutely incredible to say that. So yeah, 4-0, Ross County. I said before the game, we previewed it, I said that I thought Ross County would win, Dundee United have the better team, but Ross County have Malky Mackay, and I think Malky Mackay is better than Liam Fox, and I think that's basically...
What do you say is the Carlo Ancelotti of the Scottish game?
I don't go that far, I mean... Is Carlo Ancelotti a racist?
Fuck, I don't know, is he?
I don't know.
He smokes cigars, he's a cool guy.
Anyway.
Carlo, not Malky.
Ross, I don't mind Malky Mackay. I know a lot, fuck it, a lot of people got it from him. I think he's alright.
Good, what, manager-wise, or?
He's never done me any harm.
WhatsApp messages-wise?
He's never done me any harm. Well, what's the worst they sent on WhatsApp?
I don't know, I didn't look into it.
I'm sure we've all sent a bunch of dodgy messages on WhatsApp. Anyway, he could have done anything that bad that he wouldn't be employed. You're making it as if he's a nonce.
Yeah, well, look at Celtic. They're all employed.
Exactly. In the last game, I think he said something about Asians. Probably that's why the Celtic fans don't like him.
Could be, but last game, St Johnstone
imported half of Japan into their team, for God's sake. Anyway, last game of the weekend, St Johnstone won, St Mirren won, Battle of the Saints. I believe we predicted a draw for this one.
We did.
You know, this just had stalemate draw written all over it.
Perth special.
And that's exactly what it was. So, yeah, I mean, both teams probably happy. It's a decent point for St Mirren away, and St Johnstone avoid defeat, and they remain in no man's land. So, yeah. Let's have a look at the league table.
Let's have a look at the league table. Premiership, man. Look at that. Aberdeen, Hoover, and your prediction thing.
And wow, look at that. Livy actually do drop out the top 6.
Look at their form. It's just not been good enough. But I mean, look at Aberdeen's form. That's also not been good enough. But they do have a game in hand, Livy. It's mad that Hibs are 4th. I can't go for that.
Yeah. And what's more mad is the fact they're only 5 points off the Hearts.
I know, literally.
So, I mean, I was thinking a 3rd place was sewn up, but I mean, you never know. In terms of top 6, could St Johnstone make a push?
Could Motherwell?
You never know. I don't think so. I think they're too far behind.
You say that, but they could win the next 2 games and they're right there.
Well, they could, but I mean, I just think they're too far behind.
All right, too far behind.
But keep in mind, there is only 6 games left until the split. If you had to give your top 6 split right now, what do you think it'll be?
Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, Hibs, St Mirren, Livy.
You think Aberdeen's going to miss it?
I do.
Interesting. And in the bottom, Ross County then move up to 10th. Kilmarnock with that draw, drop a place. But now you've Dundee United dead last. They're 4 points adrift. They do have a game in hand, but they've lost their last 5 league games. In my opinion, it's not looking good for Dundee United. The board did come out and make a statement tonight saying that they're going to look to appoint a new manager swiftly. So I don't think they'll be going down the Motherwell, Stuart Kettleman kind of role where they bring someone in as a caretaker. It looks to, I think the way Dundee United have made that statement, it sounds like they want to bring in a permanent manager pretty much straight away. There's lots of managers out there looking for jobs. We know Neil Lennon's wanting to come back to the Scottish Premiership, but at the moment he's not allowed in the country. So,
What?
Yep, he's got passport problems, so he can't manage in Scotland for some reason.
Just Scotland.
Yep.
What about the UK?
I don't know about the UK, but he's not allowed to manage in Scotland until the end of the next season or some shit like that.
Is he allowed in?
Well, I personally wouldn't let him in.
I'm pretty sure has he not got a house?
I wouldn't let him in, but Neil Lennon's he's not allowed. It's something to do with, it's something weird to do with clubs managed or something years. I don't know. He's not allowed to come back because apparently he wanted the Aberdeen job, but
he's managed too many clubs for a certain amount of years.
Could be something like that.
That's
yeah.
fucking built. No, come on. Think of England, man. People jump around like yo-yos.
Sam Allardyce.
No, come on.
But yeah, Dundee United. I mean, who could they get? You've got Ian McCall,
David Moyes, Everton, United, Sunderland, West Ham. Within like 6 years, that is.
Well, I don't know. You need to contact Neil Lennon and ask. Maybe get him to come on the channel.
I'll put a letter through his letterbox.
He's had
take that 10 different fucking ways.
He's had worse shoved through there. Anyway, Dundee United, like I said, plenty of managers out there to a point at the moment. You've got Ian McCall, you've got Jim Goodwin, recently both let go. You have who's the Motherwell guy just got let go? I don't think they want. Yeah, Stephen Hamill. I don't think they'd want him, but you never know. Could they maybe?
Well, I mean, if they want to go down and come straight back up, give it to him, get rid of him.
Crazy turn of events. Could they bring back Jack Ross?
Jackie.
Well,
would they be much worse off if they kept Jack Ross?
Oh, they were pretty bad, like when they had him.
I know, but
Liam Fox initially came in and done all right. Picked up some wins. It looked like Dundee United were going to be safe.
Stephen Fletcher thought he was coming back. Nice wee European run. We'll probably finish top 6 again.
European football again next season. It's the tie over.
You might play Linfield in that competition. It's fucking
Challenge Cup.
The Challenge Cup.
Anyway, is the relegation battle over, or can Dundee United come back?
I mean, of course they can. I mean, if they win their game in hand, they're straight there, isn't it? Like, but I just think they're down. I do. I just don't.
Do you think it depends on the manager? Do they need to get the appointment right?
Well, if they get like Mourinho or something, they're getting Mourinho.
Right, I'm going to list the name of managers, and you tell me if they're good enough to keep Dundee United up.
Right.
Ali McCoist.
I'd say so.
Neil Lennon.
Yeah.
Jack Ross.
Yeah, but probably not with Dundee United.
Ian McCall.
Aye.
Jim Goodwin.
Probably, yeah.
Dick Campbell.
Aye, why not?
What about the former Dundee manager? What's his name?
Josh
McFake? McFake? Or,
Fuck off. I don't know.
What about the big fat guy that said if he kept Dundee up, he would jump naked into the swimming pool?
Would you promise that?
Mark McGee. That's the worst manager of all time. I think he would keep them up?
No, they fucking signed him and he was banned for like 10 games.
Yo, no, I think Dundee wanted to go down. And they appointed him, like I'm telling you.
It's alright, we'll go down, we'll come up.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Yeah, I mean, the form for those firm looks pretty good.
It does.
But, I mean, you can't really catch Celtic if they don't drop points. Anyway, that is it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. This has been your SPFL review show for a week. I mean, everyone's played different amount of games. We'll go with week.
It's 27.
Match day 27. Boom.
That's it, though. That is it. Till then. Till next time. Peace.